prevent Oxygen from having a clean, clear sweep into the top floor. It's going to be definitely a difficult wave to rebuff, though, as there's a lot of Oxygen players stacked up at top red, ready to take into this top floor.
They're playing off of it with this lineup from TSM is used to deprive information of OXG, but to also hold on to it themselves. As you can see, we are very much back in the cut and thrust of the Mute and Mozzie meta, and well, add a Vigil to that mix and remove Vertical from it. Yaga will join him as well. The Commando from Geo finds its target, and down they go. Kino almost loses his life too, which would have left Laxing and FaceIT to try and fend against it. You know he's up there! You know that Merc is up there, OXG. He just killed one of your teammates from that same spot, and there's just no communication here. Kino's good enough for one, but he gets collapsed upon. A 4K from Merc, who had a disappointing performance against Giants. He's already matched his tally from that particular game, and it's only been one round. Great start from him and for the rest of TSM. Well, they're
See you on the other side.
spread out all across the map at this point, trying to alleviate some of the hold that the defenders have inside of Aviator and Games. FaceIT expends some of his X-Kairos to try and bait out an impact, only 2 of them. Still got 12 remaining. Good enough for 2 sets of 6, or if he wants to break that down further into the 4 or 2, he's capable of doing that as well. OXG found themselves surrendering that early pick, but they sacrificed Kino, apparently. Some blood for the Blood God, because 2 kills followed up immediately. Both Merc and Chala for TSM are off the board. 30 seconds remaining, and OXG have the upper hand, but the clock is running out. North America as a region has struggled to manage the time. What happens when NA and NA just mash heads together? Do we end up in an infinite time continuum? I'm not entirely certain. We'll see what happens, but OXG seem to be managing it okay. They're up 4v2 at this point now as another kill comes out in their favor. Nitro Cell expended, damage done to OXG, but no casualties. Achieve just waiting things out, but he's completely blind, and it's a triple kill for Yaga, leaving Geo with the Yokai drone still up. No, sir. OXG has been the victim before of a Yokai drone, but not this time. 1 kill from Geo as Diffuser is down, but he's caught in the cross, re-entering the site from Laxing, and OXG take round 2.
Great stack up there from Oxygen. Set up in the west hallway, or long hall as some tend to call it.
If Yaga gets a little bit too brave, as the tier 4 British players say, then, well, there could be some trouble here with Merc.
There come the Candelas, though, to make Merc's life miserable. He's not going to succumb, though. Nice kill onto Yaga. And as his body hits the 4, Verticals will follow. The push out into Long Hall could net another kill as the repellent comes from the Ying of Kino, but he manages to make himself on 90. Geo will punish FaceIT, who's on 90 as well, leaving Kino between a rock and a hard place. This Oxygen clear has certainly met its match and then some with TSM's hold. Aggro play here from Merc, and it works out great. He's even got a teammate to support him. Laxing, the last attacker, does actually have some control by Astro, but it's not going to amount to anything. Chala will shut him down. A flawless round from TSM.
Now the stats reset because we needed a rehost, but that's 6 kills for Merc so far. In fact, well, it's going to need to be a little bit better here on a map like Villa, allowing TSM to live with 2 minutes to go. Losing Laxing, a strong and formidable player, but more importantly on that IQ. There are a lot of electronic gadgets on TSM right now. In fact, every single operator in some way is impacted by a good IQ. There's a refrag. It takes a little bit of time. Yaga disrupting TSM's defense, but Bolo fires back, and OXG now back to trailing in terms of numbers.
A little bit too much aggression there from Kino. He was alone. No one to get the re. Definitely didn't need to be pushing up before the actual take happened. And that fishing for danger netted the death there on Oxygen's side. Merc is going to get Yaga, who is trying to pressure in through China. Now it's just Vertical and FaceIT in the 2 versus 4.
Vigil and FaceIT is usually a good enough shot, but they both just miss on their opportunities. Re-engaging, 30 seconds to go. The more time that TSM can waste here, the better for their favor. Does OXG know that they've got the objective? They're the ones that are going to need to clear this one out. A bit of a botched stun, but he collects the kill on the Merc anyway before pivoting. No immediate push from TSM. They're just going to wait and play this angle. UMP in the hands of Bolo. He just nails it onto FaceIT, and Vertical will have to enter the site, no diffuser in hand, and find 3 kills. 1, not 2. Chala, once again, the hero for TSM. And they're up 3-1.
Now trying it again, they're going to lose achieved early on, or well, they might, assuming he gets finished off. He is safe in the site, so if he can get away from the nade detonation location, and there's no second nade, Geo will pick him up, and yeah, it looks like that's what's going to happen. Merc will also be down on main stairs, much less likely that he gets saved. We'll find out, though. Crazier things have happened. It's the push-up from Yaga that secures the kill, and he might actually get a second. Nope. He stops the C4 midair. Nice shot.
Look at that aim training from Yaga. Someone's been playing aim labs again, Michael.
You say it every time, and you're probably right.
Absolutely correct.
Do they pay you?
They don't, actually. I should really see about getting payment for that. Anyway, despite that happening, the C4 getting shot out quite miraculously. It can be routine for players at this level. Chala absorbing a lot of damage while 2 of his comrades have fallen. It's going to put TSM in a precarious place. So, evidently, it might be too soon to tell, but that timeout paying dividends in the immediate moment. Now, there's still time for OXG to lose this one, but their odds are going to get even greater. Chala's on 1 HP. That's going to leave Gio as the only member with more than half of his HP on TSM. In a 2v4, waiting for a cross on this panel. He gets the fight brought to him by Laxing, and out he goes. Chala takes out the clone, but his position is given away. He'll have to cover both back and front, and he gets swung on from multiple directions, I might add. OXG had a much greater understanding of that site collapsing perfectly, and their communication looking better than previous rounds. They'll take somebody from OXG on permanent flank watch. There's no Nomad in play, there's no Gridlock in play, so a dedicated flank watch op does not exist. That means somebody from OXG will have to be focused on that. Could potentially put them down in position. Their focus, though, is going to be on Master, so they've learned from the last time. They don't want to go for 90 control. And they'll have to do a little bit here now, because, frankly, they're losing out on the clock, still trying to pick away at utility as they walk into the site. Merc gets the lead-off kill, FaceIT damage done. Kino's next in line, but achieved, finally takes out Vertical. He gets back with nobody watching. TSM dominates the kill feed, leaving just Yaga to struggle, and then gets shut down. That first half goes in their favor as TSM takes round 6 between the 2 sites, which is the vault. Then you essentially get boxed in. If you also lose control of study, you have to play from a very precarious position at the top of the stairs or over by 90. Now, the good news is that doesn't matter where you're playing, because somebody who was over by those stairs, who was Bolo, gets punished by FaceIT for it. There's another player from TSM in that line of sight, but against an R4C, you're going to get smoked, and Merc is feeling one today. That's his 9th kill after that rehost came in. He's about to break double digits.
Merc activated, it seems, and TSM keep themselves in lockstep with Oxygen. This round still could go either way, but this is the best attack we've seen so far on this map, in my opinion. Chala going for the vault door plant. The C4s are missing. The coverage is great from TSM. Vertical and Kino have almost no chance now in this 2 versus 4 retake. 40 seconds for them to go for it. They need study control so they can go for the diffuser, but it's not even going to get to that point. TSM will shut down those players. And what a well-coordinated execution onto Aviator. Oh my gosh, that's a player, and shoots him. Freebie for Oxygen. So they start this round off well.
That is not what you want to see from Merc, who looked like he had his controller disconnected, but for a moment there, and, well, leaning the wrong way is something that we have seen North American teams do a few times at NAL, and it's ultimately been their undoing. The thing is that that information is still relevant for TSM. Yes, they technically lost Merc, but they know what a shot from FaceIT. They know he's there, but TSM can't do anything about it, and Yaga gets one as well. OXG playing off of this miraculously and beautifully, if I may say, understanding the position. Yaga backs up into a rotate, and he's seen long range from achieved. Sledge is not particularly close to the action, and that diffuser needs to be picked up as well. This is where things get a little bit tougher.
Water here with the nade, and he came close, but no cigar, and he'll have to continue to hunt.
Well, I mean, it feels like we're just starting the round off, but you look at the clock and you realize there's not a lot of time left. OXG might be putting TSM out of their mercy at this point, and Achieve knows this. Nice nade from him onto Vertical, taking back up the stairs, manages to gun down Kino, 20 seconds left. He has the diffuser miles away. He knows this. You're going to have to go frag hunting at this point. But if you're smart, they're just going to be camping it. They're not, though, but with the spread from OXG, it's almost impossible that he's going to be able to do this. No way he gets inside of that site, as now the advance from OXG will come, and he gets sprayed through the wall. It's a team effort. Both remaining members of OXG credited with that, though it's Laxing who gets the final kill, and some signs of life. Comfortable position, because the case is not really as close to the site as they need. Right now, OXG are playing from below 2. There's a Nitro Cell in hand for Laxing. Chala a kill, but Achieved is swatted away. There's the plant going down, but he's fallen off for a moment. Chala gets blown up, but not before getting a kill, leaving Laxing to try to recover. He's down below. They know this because of where the Nitro Cell came from, so Laxing getting back into the site will have to do so quite gingerly. Inside a study, it's Geo there, and he does not allow Laxing to take up any space whatsoever. TSM take the round, and with it, they move to match point. Are the defending NAL champions as they won that crown back in January. So you have to prioritize possible recency bias, possible results, and see which team is truly at the top. So far, in Group B, TSM has the chance to take first place overall with a victory here over OXG, but it has been close for all of these NA teams. And yeah, you're right. Surprisingly, Parabellum has been mighty close. But look at this, achieved very close to being able to get into the site. They are punishing OXG. Foxay is dead, Yaga is dead, a nade thrown out from Achieve. Geo gets one, Bolo gets three, and that's it. The round is over just before it can even begin. OXG, I don't even know what happened to you there, but TSM look as confused and as elated as anybody could after that one.